truth! You can't handle the truth!
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Talk a little bit about what's going on with the United States and Venezuela. And this kind of ties into something I'd mentioned a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, about them finding places in Cuba and Venezuela with a red star on the compound, and there's underground bases there. This is going on not only in Cuba, but also in Venezuela. There's been another ground search done, or video search done, and it saw several places that had this red emblem or the star emblem on it, and it indicated grounds where military activity was going on. And without knowing who was there and everything, they couldn't really see the people there, but it does indicate that it is North Korea and or China. So the other news that came out yesterday that Venezuela has given the okay for China to go ahead and start building offshore floating oil platforms in and around Venezuela. And of course, we all know that, we've been blockading, I hope you know, that we've been trying to blockade and stop Venezuela from selling any of its minerals to anybody else but the United States and Western allies. And they have refused, and that's why they've been having so much problem with what they call the Venezuela government of Venezuela. But I used to know somebody that lived there, and the people favored him above anybody else, including any puppet that the United States has ever put up to win the election in Venezuela, which has all failed. They've tried invading, they've tried this, turning their neighbors against them and things like that, even economic sanctions. That's why the Venezuelan government or the economy failed back a few years ago, is because of the sanctions put on by them by the United States and Europe for not selling their minerals to them. And that's what all this is about. This is about oil and gold and several other minerals that Venezuela happens to be one of the most richest regions in the world of these minerals. Not only that, it also helps protect the sovereignty of the United States. And that's something else I want to talk about in another video, sovereignty of the United States and the implications thereof. But anyway, all this stuff about the drug cartel is a bunch of BS, okay? Maduro used to have a campaign against drug lords and everything, and he kind of cleaned it up pretty good. He put them all in the fucking prison. Where do you think these Tres Hombres guys or trade whatever, three trades or whatever it is, these Venezuelan gangs came from? Well, the prisons where Maduro put them, the drug lords, the drug dealers. He put them in prison. They got out and they sent them to the United States because why? The United States has been putting economic sanctions against Venezuela and Maduro for the past 10 or 12 years, maybe even longer. So yes, this is why. Now, why do we want to go in there? Well, because of these minerals that they do not want to sell to the United States. So you can go ahead and add up 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to, add one and come up with what the hell is really going on. It isn't about a drug cartel. It isn't really about securing our southern border. It's about minerals. Hope y'all have a groovy day.